You know, when I was growing up, I used to ask my mom, how is labor pain? How is delivery? How is pregnancy? What's the journey like? But many times we don't prepare ourselves for motherhood. So we get caught up in the web of so many different circumstances and different activities that come with pregnancy. And then we get surprised. Yes, we know there are some psychological, mental, health wise issues that may come up in between, which yes, definitely those ones can come as a surprise. But there are some basic things that we need to know as trying to be mothers. And there are things that we could learn even on the internet from asking questions. Yes, everyone has different experiences that they get when they get pregnant and when they give birth. But many times there are some basic informations, there are some activities and some other things that we need to learn, we need to know, we need to find out about, we need to have an idea so that we are not completely lost and we are not completely held back to not knowing what the experience is like. Yes, we know that every woman has their different experiences. So the experience for mommy A might be different from mommy B. So many times we don't want to share the experience and say, okay, this is what it's like. But sometimes we can learn, and then sometimes when you have some scenarios that happens at the same time, we'll be able to navigate through with ease. Yes, it's not easy, but with some little ideas here and there, we can tell that we are able to navigate through this motherhood journey. Welcome. This is Mom Life with Sarah, where we share life tips about mom, about motherhood lifestyle, activities of moms, how moms can make money, and different things we can learn here on Mom Life with Sarah. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, welcome to my channel. Thank you for those who have subscribed. Those who are yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. For those who are yet to hit the notification bell, kindly hit it so anytime we drop a new video, you are notified that a new video has been dropped. So today we're going to be talking about little things that moms should know during pregnancy and then before you give birth, so you have an idea of what it should be. And then I used to remember when I ask, oh, how is it like to feel labor pain? And then people will give you all their different ideas. So definitely the way I would be able to bear pain is not the same way another mother will be able to bear pain. But at least if we have an idea of what it should be, then we'll be able to manage it. So then some of these things are personal tips, and it might not work for everyone, but at least if you have an idea of what it is, you'll be able to navigate through if you have such experiences. I, for one, when I was pregnant, I used to go online to Google. I would watch videos about how to manage labor pain. I'll watch videos on how to take care of babies. I'll watch videos on how to maintain your body, your health, exercises that you need to do when you are pregnant. And then I was watching a lot of videos of labor, delivery. Even sometimes at night I would sleep, I'll be watching, just trying to have an idea of what the whole system is about. Now, it was in one of those processes I realized that when you're in labor, moving around or doing some mild exercises can help your pelvic bone open up and then make it a bit flexible for you to be able to bear pain. And yes, the pain is always there because that's the process of the child coming out. But then again, you also have to have an idea of what it feels like and how you can manage it. So many times, if you don't have an idea of what it is, then you might not be able to manage it. So on this channel today, we're going to be talking about ways you can manage labor pain in different scenarios. Yes, you might have what you want your doctors to do, or some might say, oh, I don't know how to bear pain, and then some might be just pains that you can actually bear. It's just for you to make up your mind. Then I know I will psych myself and psych myself and psych myself and say, yes, it's painful, but the most important thing is that my child is coming, and my child will be okay, and I'll be okay. We cannot disregard the fact that you have to be prayerful, because it's not a very simple task to handle. So when you put God first in everything that you're doing, including childbirth, which we know it's between life and death, we put God first, it makes things easier. I remember when I was still a single girl, I used to tell God, this is how I want my delivery to be. I don't want to labor for days. So we see women labor for days, for hours and all. It's not their plan, it's not what they wanted, but it happened like that because different people with different body types and different health challenges that may come in the course of this. But for general knowledge and ideology, so people can just have an idea of what some of these ways they can manage pain. Some people will shout during pregnancy, some people will scream down the whole place. But then that's not helping, because then you become weak. We know it's painful, but you can try as much as possible to hold back and hold strong, because you know at the end of the day, you are eager to meet your baby and you want to be okay at the end of the day. So those are some of the ways that we can manage this pain. So you do not shout, you try as much as possible to hold firm. It's not easy. So you manage ways that you can handle this pain. Like when I was in labor, I would hold the bed, swing myself, hold my teeth together, just to find ways not to scream or shout, because in doing that, you're exhausting yourself, you're getting tired, you're losing strength, you don't have strength to do the real work when it comes to pushing. So you get tired even before the journey itself starts. Now, in those little things that you think you can do, you can help yourself by doing that and finding ways that you can manage the pain. I, for one, was moving around, walking around. When I get so hooked up in the pain, I stand in a place and hold my teeth, just like that. And there's so many other ways that you can see. So you have to now start practicing, learning, checking out some of these things online, seeing ways you can manage the pain, and then know how you'll be able to manage it during this time. So it's not something that is very easy to do, yes, but by the time you start thinking it through, psyching yourself, preparing yourself mentally, because many times a lot of women are not prepared mentally. So a lot of things catch them unawares. They scream, they shout, they tear clothes, they fall down, they pull nurses and all sorts of things that they do. And all of this, they're making yourself get exhausted. Prayerfully and having the knowledge of some of these things can help to manage such pain. And then the kind of things that we eat even during pregnancy are also things that will help our labor be easy. Yes, we know our doctors will talk to us about some of these things. I'm not a medical expert, so I would not want to dig deep or talk into all of those things. But there are some things that we can ask questions about medically to be sure that we're eating right, we're doing things right, even before our baby comes. So when we're able to do all of this, it helps us to navigate through pregnancy and overall praying to God. There's power in our tongue. So whatever you say, how you want your labor to be, how you want your delivery to be, is something that you can tell God. He's your Father and He will answer you. So once you put that in prayer, having the knowledge and having some ideas of some things that we need to do during labor and all of that, we will be able to navigate through, God helping us. And I'm using this medium to pray for women who are trying to conceive, praying that Jehovah will answer you at the point of your call, that every of your heart desires to bring forth your own child, the Lord will make it available and make it come for you in the name of Jesus. Thank you for watching. Until I see you in my next video, it's bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And have a nice day. Bye for now.